Again, good morning. My name is Robert Aragon. A few months ago, I heard that Jon Barela, John, was considering running for Congress. Being a lifelong Democrat, it's not often that you get real excited about hearing that a Republican might be running for Congress. As a member of the state Democrat Executive Committee, a former state representative representing the South Valley and West Side, again, we just don't get real excited about that normally. But these aren't normal times. We have John, a person who I believe beliefs, ideologies, and most important, values represent those of a cross-section of not only the state of New Mexico, but in particular, this district. John is one of us. And I mean that sincerely. John is one of us. Born and raised in the Rio Grande Valley, John understands the struggle that is associated with attending public schools that are at risk, just as so many people in this district, in this community, do every day. He understands. John is one of us. Coming from a working class family, John also understands the struggles, the hard struggles that we face when economic opportunities are prevalent and that he has to overcome. And again, John and his family has done that. John is one of us. And I say that quite literally. Just as so many of our peers, and I know our children, have had to go out of state to finish and complete their education, John had to do the same, but he's come back. He didn't come back to New Mexico, however, for a political agenda or to run for office. He came back to raise his wonderful family, start his professional and business career, and he has done that successfully. John, again, I think represents the values of this valley and this district, being successful in those endeavors. I've known John for some time, and I've watched him grow both personally and professionally. He's never forgotten his roots. John has never forgotten his roots. He continues to be active at all levels, as indicated earlier. He has given to the community. He has been generous with this community, with his time and energy. And that's important because he understands, as a result of that, this district, and he understands us. Most of us take time to be with our families. Most of us take time to maybe get involved in school activities every once in a while. But John has given tirelessly of his community, serving on various boards, recently serving as president of the Hispano Chamber of Commerce, as well as serving on the APS school board. He's done that successfully. Again, John is one of us. And again, I say that quite literally. John has come full circle. And I'm proud to know John because I've seen him come full circle in the 20 plus years I've known him. It is important for everyone to understand that because as John's come full circle, he's come full circle with a really important understanding of the fiber that makes this community what it is. He understands, and he understands us. He understands the need for better education opportunities in this district, and in particular in this community just right outside the door. He understands that is the key. He understands that we need better economic opportunity for this district, for this state, and for this country. And he has a firm grasp of how to do that. He understands. He understands the need for infrastructure. I don't know if you all drove down Rio Bravo, but it's a shame we don't have more. He understands that need, in particular for this community. And he understands how to get it done. But most compelling, and why I'm standing here as a Democrat, as a former elected official, is because he understands the needs of this community. He understands our beliefs, our ideologies, and our values. He understands the hopes and dreams of my kids, of my wife, of my mom and dad. and thusly understands the hopes and dreams of all of you and all of us. And that's unique. And that is unique. And that is a step up from what we have right now. Jon's candidacy for Congress, in my opinion, in my view, and the primary reason I'm standing here today, shoulder to shoulder with Jon, is because his candidacy transcends party lines. It transcends party lines. It brings a definition of unity, bringing all people together. Many Democrats here today. Again, because it transcends party lines. And that is how this country grows, and that is how this country will be great, and Jon represents that. I am extremely confident that when Jon is elected to U.S. Congress, his representation of this district will be guided by the values of New Mexicans, not by outside political agendas and entities. Jon is one of us. He is one of us, and it's time that we elect one of us. I am proud and honored that Jon and his family have asked me to stand here today and introduce our next Congressman, Jon Barela.